Hey guys, today we're going to talk about our planet, what it is, how to play it, how to get involved, why you want to be involved, news, strategy. We got a guest. Come on, check this out. All right, guys, so here we go. I'm with my buddy Max. Max is one of my jiu-jitsu teammates, and he's becoming an Our Planet guru, so I invited him on. We're going to talk about Our Planet today. Our Planet is this fun game where if you have enough elements, you try to make new elements, kind of like a mixing thing. You've probably seen the games out there. You probably played them before. You throw the 4 elements and you try to make recipes. But now with NFTs, say hello, Max.
Hey, buddy.
So before we get started, I want to hit 2 quick things, or 3 quick things. Jitsu coins are out now, and look for those. I'm gonna pass those out to some of my audience members and use them for like rewards and such. I wanted to send a shout out to the Crypto Monkeys Crypto Monkeys server off topic channel. Great channel if you guys want to hear about the newest NFT stuff. I might be dropping some new NFTs. I think I've alluded to that in the past, so keep your eye out on that. And yeah, Tales of the CryptoJitsu dropped yesterday. So there's that. That's cool. Max, what's Our Planet, man? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Our Planet is a new game, pretty interesting, made by the creators who did Tribal Books, I think, and then another one, Prospect or something. But, you know, what's unique about Our Planet is, like you said, it's got this alchemy aspect to it, but you can really utilize NFTs from other games, and it rewards you by staking them within Our Planet. So I think that's the big draw, is you can utilize these NFTs you might not be using from other places like Alien Worlds or Polo Box or all these other games that are out there on the Wax blockchain. You can stake them in Our Planet, and you earn the in-game currency from Our Planet, which is called Aether. So that's kind of the revolutionary part of this game.
Yeah, exactly. And like everyone's getting involved. Like there's all these different NFT collections that you can stake with, and so when someone is able to stake Our Planet, the values go through the roof because they can make ETH per hour, right? So, I mean, this is real money that has value. I mean, it's cryptocurrency, but what is it? I don't know what the percentage is right now for Wax, but I mean, you're making an hourly thing, right? Every hour you can just stake.
Yeah, I think it's something like going rate is hovering between 800 ETH per 1 Wax. When something is discovered and people are buying up that ETH, all the way up to like about, I think, 1,200 ETH per 1 Wax is usually the rate when it's kind of, there's a lull and people aren't buying it on the market. But this is just the first stage of the game too. So,
okay, guys. So I wanted to stick this in here before we go any farther. I want you to see exactly how to make an element. I'm gonna make my first element. It's really not that hard. There's 4 basic elements that are always available. You just gotta buy them, and they're 10,000 ETH a piece. And that's air, earth, water, and fire. And that's everything that's made comes from these 4 guys, right? So if you go to the generator, you'll see a list. If you go cost ascending, you'll see a list of 40,000 Ether ones to make, and they're all a combination of these 4 basic elements. So I'm gonna make garbage. I probably should make pressure, I think, but I already bought these 4, so we're going with this. So I bought 1 of each of these. Go over to my generator, and I see my earth, water, fire, and air. I'm gonna stick them in, and we should get some garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out, baby. Sorry. And so here's that little percentage that it costs to try to make, and that's what goes in on the prize, I'm sure, for when someone does invent something. So let's hit construct and let's see what happens. Boosh. Woohoo! Congratulations, you've opened a new element. Use it to create something brand new. Garbage. I don't know why those 4 elements would make garbage, but we'll go with it. We'll roll with it. And now I have garbage and steam, and that's how you make an element.
That's another thing that's kind of exciting about Our Planet is there's different stages. So this gameplay is what you see here with the elements. So you try to mix different elements together. If you create a new element, you get rewarded pretty highly in the game. And if you fail, you lose the elements. And so there's kind of a big there's a big risk there.
That's the cool part. I mean, there's no risk anymore in games, right? With this stuff, these are you can risk these, and you don't have to do that. You can go out and buy the things that stake on the secondary market, right? And you can buy the other NFT collections. So, but yeah, the basic gameplay, if you have the elements, you come here and you toss your elements into the generator, you hit construct, and it either makes you something or it's a dud. But if you're the first one to find something, right, you get, what do they call it? The
Mythic. I think you get an Inventor prize, which is worth, I think, wax. And then you also get an NFT that it includes like a Mythic, which is worth, a lot of money if you stake it within the game.
Yeah, so you get some prize fund. So I guess whenever you're trying to make stuff, there's a bit that goes to every prize fund. I didn't even know about that until today. I was reading it because I've never won one yet. I've never invented one myself. NFT pack, which is #1 mint as well. You don't just get the NFT, right? You get the #1 minted one, which is so cool. This is a really, really great game, and it's, I reported on Alien Worlds not too long ago, and it's great, and it's having some updates that are going to be interesting. But this thing has taken the NFT sphere world by storm, because you can take your Alien Worlds NFTs and bring them over here and stake them and make a passive income. Max, you showed me this calculator a while back that some dude made, where you can poke in your hourly rate and it literally calculates what you're making. So let's say you're making 200 ETH, and of course it's live too, so these things change. But if you're making 200 Ether an hour, I mean, you're making about $50 a month, right?
Yep, for sure. And there's more elements being added all the time too. So we talked about that alchemy kind of being the first phase of the game, but then there's land that's going to be that's rolled out, that they're going to have some aspects of the game related to that. There's going to be abilities to build robots and battle people. Potentially, you could even put your land up and battle against other people for their land. I mean, I don't think that's only if you want to. You're not going to just have your land taken, but there's just a lot of elements that are coming later. And the team has been really, involved in Telegram and Discord, and talking about the roadmap. And so I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a really cool project, and it's still pretty early with it, even though there's some whales in the game, and of course people who are inventing stuff all the time. But I still feel like there's a lot of room to go with it too. So it's an exciting time to get into it. This is a land that I got thanks to you. You helped me purchase a land. There's land sales, guys. You can go out and buy land, but it's super expensive. You might want to wait for a land sale or try to invent some stuff so you can get whitelisted for the next land sale. But as you can see here, there's 4 different minerals that you can make with land. I've only got the one, but it's the blue one. And so every day, just like Aether, I'm making, my land is making this mineral, and like Max just said, this mineral and the other 3 are going to be used potentially to make robots to battle. But you can go and sell this. Like, I scrape some of this off every day and trade it for wax, so I can buy more stuff. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. And who knows, what the tokenomics of everything are going to look like in the future. But I feel like there's a lot of room to go with it. Land is pretty interesting. There's just a lot of ways to make kind of passive in-game income, I think, with this one. And what's really cool is, they talked about potentially you upgrade your land in the future, and then that gives you like plots of land in other games too. Like there's a Minecraft game, I forget the name, but that, if you upgrade your Our Planet land in the future, you might be able to get a plot in another game. So it just, that cross-game aspect is super interesting, I think, and unique to like this blockchain game world.
So yeah, like what you were saying, is it land rates? Yeah, I find this blows my mind. So, guys, in a second, we're going to go over how you can get into this. If you're new and you're saying to yourself, how can I get involved? There's ways, and I'll have Max hit some strategies on how to get involved if you're brand new, to start building some ETH and getting involved, because it's not easy. They're not holding your hand here, but there are ways to do it. And so, but back to the land, they have this, can level up your land, and as you level up your land, your minerals level up as well. So I've got an epic land. It's making 160 an hour for me. Yeah, so you see that right here, 160 an hour. And I'll link all these tools and this spreadsheet in the description. But yeah, if I level it up, I'm making 5 more an hour. So I think that's an hour, right? Do we know if that's an hour max? I know it's an hour with eighth.
Yep.
But with this, it's weird because it just keeps ticking up. So okay, we're assuming it's an hour. So
every hour, yep.
Yeah, so 5 more an hour. What is that? You know, you're talking another 100 and some in a day. So I think. But yeah, so we have this awesome Google spreadsheet made by somebody for us that talks about the recipes. It gives the hourly rates that you're gonna make when you make them. What am I on? I'm on the wrong thing here, am I?
Yeah, I think that's showing you how much it costs to make those different NFTs and how many are left to still make. Which maybe we should talk about, like the NFTs versus the FT aspect.
So you said NFTs and FTs. What's the difference and why does it matter?
Yeah, so after someone invents something, in our planet, the first 600 people to kind of combine those same elements and create that thing. So for instance, like lava is earth, earth, fire, and fire, right? So if you combine those things, you get a lava. So if you're one of the first 600 people, you get the FT, fungible token of lava, which you could then use for future elements that need lava. But if you're under the 600, so if you're one of the first 600, like with Compass, for instance, you also get an NFT of that item. So you would get an NFT of the Compass, and you can unpack that Compass NFT with a chance to get common, uncommon, rare, legendary, or whatever all the names are. And each of those rarities have a different staking value. So you can stake those within the game, and it earns you more ETH per hour. So that's a big part of the game right now is, people not only trying to discover new elements, but, trying to save up their ETH per hour, Aether, whatever it's called, trying to save that up per hour in order to build anything that's been discovered, but is still under 600 times being made.
Right. So like this Compass right here, if you were to make it today, you get the FT that you can use for later, but doesn't stake, and you get the NFT like Max said. But the cool part is like you might get anywhere from a common to a mythic, right? I mean, it's not guaranteed. You get a mythic if you're the first person.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can pull a mythic or if it's only for the people who invent. I don't know about that one.
So you got one inventor, and then you got 599 guys and gals that can come after and make other ones. And when they do make other ones, there's a chance for greater rarity. And you can see how it's huge. So if we were to make a Compass right now, we have a 62% chance of a common, which is 290 an hour. That's pretty nice. But if we accidentally, luckily pull out a rare, I mean, that's over 5 times, the value right there. And you're making a ton per hour. So very, very cool. Very, very fun. How does a guy or girl who wants to get involved and hasn't started yet, what's some strategies or some ideas to get them involved?
Yeah, I think it all depends. If you are already on, the Wax ecosystem and you've played other games, you can take some of those NFTs and just stake them right away in our planet and start earning, ETH per hour today, and that's it. Like we see here, if you have any of that stuff, you could start staking it, if they do it. And they are, they have a long list, I think, of new projects they want to get involved with. But, I know there's a lot of people that want to have their items staked in our planet. But you can start staking it today and get involved. The other thing you can do is, if you have some wax laying around, you can buy the FTs. So, you don't have to just make it all yourself. You could go on Simple Market. And on Atomic, is probably a good distinction. On Atomic Market is where you can buy the NFTs for our planet. And those are the ones that you stake and earn AF per hour. But on Simple Market, you can buy the fungible tokens, the ones that can be combined to make something else. And so, you could go in there and look at an item that hasn't been made 600 times yet, which, CryptoJitsu is going to provide that link. And you can see what hasn't been made 600 times yet. You can buy those ingredients from Simple Market if it's available, and then make it yourself. So that's kind of a big strategy that I've used at times. Is like, we see here Vacuum uses 4 explosions. You could potentially go on Simple Market and try to find an explosion, for instance, that might be selling for wax, that if you converted wax to Aether is less than if you made it yourself. And so if you're able to find some of those deals, sometimes you can kind of be able to get these fungible tokens that are going to be used in a recipe later, but get it at a discount. But it's all about being lucky, you know, kind of scouring the market on here and doing some of those conversions yourself from wax to Aether, and try to find those deals. But that's been a great source where you can save potentially hundreds of thousands, you know, of Aether that way.
Yeah, and so this generator here, this is a great tool. This will actually, you can log in and you can actually, you know, just drag over what you want to make and it'll do it. But it's going to pull out this Ether. That's a million Ether. Vacuum was just discovered, by the way, right before we started this video. It takes 4 explosions. We don't know the staking value yet, I don't think. It's not going to be on the spreadsheet yet, I doubt. But yeah, so, you know, if you do it this way, 1.24, you know, 1,240,000 Aether, you know, to do it this way where you're actually buying all the stuff. And like Max, like Max said, Simple Market, you might be able to either buy these or buy the things that make those cheaper. So it's all, you know, that's a great strategy to get in and to try to make things cheaper. Maybe grab some NFTs, maybe flip those grab some FTs, stay on Simple Market, grab an FT cheap and maybe flip it, so you can keep building up on the eighth. Or yeah, like you said, I don't think Beach is done. We'll look in a second. Well, let's just look right now. In the generator, I can come up here and I can just say Beach. Let's see if Beach is done. Beach is not done. Beach has got 190 left. So yeah, if you buy these beaches over here, here's one for 117 bucks. That's gonna be stakeable. Am I right?
Yep, for sure. That's going to be stakeable. I can't tell, you know, I guess that one's a common, so we could probably look up the value on that that spreadsheet to see what a common, you know, goes for. Yep, 173.8 an hour. And so, you know, you can do the math to say, you know, based on what wax rates are and all that today, you know, if you bought that NFT, you can stake it for 173.8 an hour.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 173 times 24. You know, you're scraping four grand of Aether a day for 100 and some bucks. You know, you may not have 100 bucks lying around you want to spend, but that'll come back. I mean, you can convert that using Alcor, swap that right to wax, and you're making passive income every day, or just keep saving it and make something bigger. Another thing, Max, why don't you talk about the pooling idea? It's something that you and I have been exploring. So maybe you got some friends. What would you there?
Yeah, so if you got some friends and you all kind of play the game, you trust each other, you know, you could kind of pool your ETH together, and you know, try to send ETH to each other, and then someone crafts that item for a chance to get, you know, an uncommon or a rare or a legendary, one of those really high ETH staking amounts. And you know, if you end up getting lucky and getting a pool like that, and then you guys just split up the resources, you know, it could be potentially, you know, everyone kind of gets ahead a little bit, instead of, you know, just one person jumping ahead. So pooling those resources together, having someone craft something and hoping to get like an epic or a legendary pull, you know, that could be potentially pretty rewarding if you have a slow kind of ETH per hour at the current moment.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, you get enough people together, make a beach, and pull an epic by, you know, through sheer luck. You guys have just really done a great job, and you know, you can be happy. So that's another way to get involved. Okay, guys, post video, Pulpa Piche from Tales of the Crypto reminded me of Kolobach, that it will also stake. This is another fantastic way, super cheap way, to get a chance of getting NFTs that can stake on our planet. So, and I haven't played it, but my boys do, and you can go out and buy some of these Kolobachs, and I'll probably put out another video once I've played it a little bit. You send them on adventures, you breed them. It's a timing thing. It's fun. if the adventure succeeds, you might get some rares, some commons, and they stake on our planet. There's another super easy, cheap way. It's doable, guys, and I don't know if you saw that, a staking amount. Of course, Alien Worlds has gotten a little tougher to find, NFTs, but if you do have some lying around, I got 65 of those suckers staked right now. And they, it's 0.3 for common NFTs, Alien World NFTs, but it adds up, man. And also, hit that Crypto Monkeys off topic. They're always talking about things at stake. Everyone's talking about things at stake. The alien or the Our Planet Discord, they're always talking about things at stake. And you might be able to grab a drop of someone's collection. Let's say CryptoStache might have a pack of something for $10 that might have something in there that's stakeable, and you just keep building up over time. And you can get involved because, like Max said, this game is definitely going somewhere. It's amazing, and there's a ton of roadmap left. Did we miss anything, Max?
I think the only other thing I see come up a lot is, there's no like expiration on when you have to claim what you earn every hour. So you could let it run for a day. You could let it run for a week. It's just going to keep building. And then when you get back online and you hit that claim button, then you'll collect everything that you got. So, you don't lose it if you don't claim it. It's there. And then you can, use that later as it accumulates.
Yeah, I claim mine every morning, that and my land, just to see what I got and get it going. And scrape some off and give myself some extra wax so I can buy more stuff so I can play more Our Planet. It's a vicious cycle, but it's a lot of fun. But that's it. Appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Hit us with the comments if you got questions. Look us up on Discord. Look for the My NFT packs coming out. It's gonna have maybe some fun, interesting stuff, and you're gonna learn about the truth of what's really going on. So Max, thanks a lot, buddy, and we will see you guys on the flippity flip. Peace.